Hey, I was walking around my hometown of Richmond this past weekend thinking about actually just taking a rest. And I came across the Tabernacle Baptist Church, which was, I was actually walking past it. And I looked over and saw this sign that says, people start healing when they feel heard. And it actually reminded me of being in Selma, Alabama just a couple of weeks ago, where I was sitting at a church called Tabernacle Baptist Church during a commemoration of the 60th anniversary of Bloody Sunday. In Selma, I was with congressional members and different leaders from across the country and local residents. And much of the message that I heard in the sermon that morning was about healing. And now all of a sudden, a church here in Richmond, in my hometown, just on a Sunday that I was walking past with the same name and exactly the same message. And what does this message mean for us? What does it mean to me? You know, we spend a lot of time in our country right now arguing with one another about telling each other how I'm right and you're wrong, or you're right and I'm wrong. We have a bunch of grievances, and we're trying to make our grievance the most important one among the many that exist. We try to get attention for our cause. For some of us, we've just decided to retreat altogether and hunker down and sort of thrown up our hands and walked away. This sign at Tabernacle Baptist Church here in Richmond, and the message I heard in Tabernacle Baptist Church in Selma, I don't know, at least for me, it just really speaks to me. It speaks to me in the sense that, are we really going to see and hear one another? When are we going to make that choice? Are we really going to hear one another and listen to one another? When do we make that choice? When do we make the choice to say that actually in our country today, healing is really important? It's not enough. We need to take action also. But there is a bunch of healing that really does need to take place. I know it needs to take place within myself. You might feel it needs to take place within you. I know it needs to take place among us. And so, I don't know, I just wanted to share this message. It was quite a surprise, honestly, as I was walking around Sunday morning to bump into this sign at Tabernacle Baptist Church. As I said, the same church I was in Selma, the same name of the church I was in Selma during the commemoration of Bloody Sunday. There's some messages in our society we need to heed. There's some messages in our society we need to hear. Honestly, frankly, there's some messages in our society we need to act on. Among those is that we need to see and hear one another. We need to listen to one another. And we need to begin a process of healing. It doesn't mean that we're all going to agree on everything. We're not. It doesn't mean that we're going to sit around a circle and hold hands and sing Kumbaya. That's not the solution either. It doesn't mean that we're simply going to try to bridge our differences as if we can negotiate all these things out. That's not going to work either. But what will work is if we can see and hear one another. What will work is if we listen, so that we can begin the process of healing and get in motion together to build a better society. You know, the message here is that we're meant to go together. None of us can exist on our own, going it alone. We need each other. We're meant to be together. We've got to go together. That's what it means to be part of a community. It's what it means to be part of a country. It's time. Let's go together moving forward.